Well, folks, you saw the June 22nd game day. What's on your mind? Because, okay, I'll go into mine as we get set for the June 24th edition, playoff edition of CDL Live, the conference finals continuing today. Of course, June 22nd game day, we saw game one. We got a little taste. And, wow, impressive stuff. Game one, Tampa Bay and Hartford. And, folks, I think they're worthy of the main event here for game two today, as the homies were able to pick up the win in overtime in game one against the Gators. They took that 1-0 series lead. Thus, they've earned home field advantage for game two. The homies looking for the sweep and looking to punch their tickets to Crash Bowl 19. So, that being said, the Gators on the road looking to even the series up, and if they can do so, folks, game three, Gators would have the home side of the field. So, additional information, folks. But nonetheless, the real surprise, no surprise to see the number 1-2 seed of the East going to overtime. And basically, are you not entertained by the end of the game, folks? But then you look to the West. What a surprise in game one. The Aliens dominating the Blades, getting the shutout 15-0, and now have home field advantage for game two. Keep in mind they did that on the road against the Blades. Now home for game two, and looking to sweep the series, folks, and make it back to the Crash Bowl. And all the momentum on their side right now. The Blades, though, they've been good at turning the tables. Keep in mind, game one, they lost to Idaho in the first round, able to come back and win 4 straight. Game two against the Nevada Thunder, they lost 15-5, able to come back. And now, of course, against Idaho, it was an OT. And against Nevada was 15-5. But nonetheless, able to come back both times and win out the series. Game one of this series, though, they were shut out, folks. The first shutout that they've taken in the playoffs here this season. And I'm trying to think, maybe franchise history, the first time they might have ever been shut out. But nonetheless, the Aliens, maybe not the first time, but nonetheless, the Aliens doing it for the first time in 2015 and looking to carry that momentum. But the Blades, like I said, good at turning momentum around and getting things going their way. They don't really let a loss really stick with them and really affect how they play the next game, it seems. So if the Blades can keep that trend going, they just might be able to force game three, which they would have back at home. But, of course, the Aliens looking to carry on the momentum and get themselves in Crash Bowl 19. So that being said, let's get down to the field. Of course, leading us off today, the Blades and the Aliens, Western Conference Finals, Game 2. Let's get down to the action. Welcome, toy car demo fans, to our June 24th edition of CDL Live. And folks, we've found ourselves one step closer to Crash Bowl 19 with our last game day on that June 22nd game day. And a couple of big matchups here. And, you know, hey, only one way you can get any bigger, because right now it's the conference finals. And on the field right now, getting set for game two, the number 1 seeded defending world champions, the Los Angeles Blades, and the number 6 seed of the Western Conference, the Roswell Aliens. The Aliens with that home field advantage, trying to sweep this best-of-3 series, 2 games to none, after pulling off that huge upset in game one. And Dragonfly somehow being able to stay up at the very end there and get that 15-0 shutout. And they got that momentum. They got to try to keep it going here, because one win away now from making it to Crash Bowl 19. It'd be their 3rd Crash Bowl appearance, or 3rd Western Conference title in franchise history. Of course, the Los Angeles Blades, they're 6-time Western Conference champions, twice under the ownership of Alex Johnson. And he's trying to go for basically he's going for 2 Crash Bowls in a row, but 3 Crash Bowl appearances in a row. And if he could get the win here, he could even the series up at 1 and keep his chances of bringing LA to their 7th overall Crash Bowl still alive, if he can get the win here today. So the series on the line right here, folks, in this best out of 3, the Aliens lead it 1-0. The Blades looking to tie it up here today, folks. And game 1, 15-0, folks. Aliens really came out strong, folks. No doubt about it. So that being said, let's get a look at the lineups. number 1 seeded defending world champions and Pacific Division champions of 2015 and last year 2014, and going back to 2012 as matters of fact, the Los Angeles Blades, Alex Johnson squad, and Marissa Fox's Roswell Aliens. Get a look at the lines.
I love LA. I love the truth. I love LA. I love the truth. I love LA. I love.
We will begin transmission in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And here we go, folks. Leading the way for the Los Angeles Blades will be Cove Light. Usually plays the 5-point gainer spot, but look at that. Police Porsche at the front runner spot today for the Aliens, and he's been fantastic here in the playoffs, no doubt about it. So here we go. All those games against Chicago, even though it was a sweep, they win in overtime. Police Porsche was the car that got it done, and the interference will save Police Porsche right there. And Cove Light almost had to start this game on. And Cove Light will have them right there. So Police Porsche taken out of the game. 5-0 Blades in the lead here in Game 2, and that brings out Dragonfly. For the Aliens, he went 3-0 in Game 1, looking for the same type of results here in Game 2. And this time he is taken down, and Cove Light is getting the job done. And now enters Spectite for the Aliens, trying to keep Roswell alive here in this game. And of course, the Blades, Cove Light there for them. One flip away from tying this series up. And folks, all he needs is a tie to do it with Spectite. 2 good defensive cars staying up right there. Switching sides, they'll go at it again. Cove Light and Spectite having a battle right now. And both, again, still no interference. Good defense and not enough from Spectite right there. Cove Light getting the job done, and the Blades returning the favor, losing 15-0 in Game 1 while they win Game 2 by a final score of 15-0, and they have forced a decisive Game 3. The Blades will be home against the Aliens for that decisive matchup. The winner going to be going to Crash Bowl 19, and the loser, their season comes to an end. Game 3 for them on the June 26th game date. The question is, folks, will the Hartford Homies and the Tampa Bay Gators be joining them? And that's what we're about to find out. Gators on the road against the Homies next on CDL Live, folks. Stay tuned. And we're back, CDL fans, to conclude our June 24th game day. The Blades able to force a decisive Game 3 against Roswell. Both those teams shutting each other out in the first 2 games. And now Game 1 between these two was certainly a classic. Could we see the same here in Game 2? Hartford picking up that OT win, 20-15 the final in Game 1. Tim guys are yet again in attendance, folks, and here to root his team on in his silent manner, as he's certainly accustomed to doing so. But Brandon here with us in spirit today, and league ran pretty much today with that lineup right here. Got a pretty solid team, both sides do, and looking for the win here. Of course, the Gators trying to force Game 3 back on their own turf, and of course the Homies trying to win here at home, sweep the series, and punch their ticket to Crash Bowl 19. So, here we go, folks. About to get it underway. The number 1 seeded Southeast Division champions, the Tampa Bay Gators. The number 2 seeded Northeast Division champions, the Hartford Homies. Let's get a look at the lineups. And here we go, folks. Battle will lead the way for the Tampa Bay Gators today, and it'll be Sonic Boom, the car that got that game-winning flip back in Game 1. out there at the front runner spot here in Game 2, and Battle has a flip. 5-0 Tampa Bay in the lead. And that will bring out Indy 5 now for the Hartford homies. Looking to tie the game up, and almost did. Battle put and ratified his teammate in a good position here. That was the setup, and now going for the spike down, if you know what I mean, if you know what volleyball is. But a 1-0-1 game for Battle, and now ratified out there from the middleman spot for the Gators, looking to put it away. 46 Junior out there trying to tie the game up. And they go at it. 2 smash mouth cars, both good offensively. Close to interference, but they're both still up on their own sides anyway. And interference right there again. Both cars still up. Back to their own sides of the field. So, game on the line here. Both cars again staying up. That time no interference, but again, back on their own side of the field. And 46 Junior getting some hard collisions in here. And has the weight advantage, and now no interference, switching sides here, folks. And the interference right there, ratified would have had 46 Junior's weight, just pressing him back and up against his own teammates. Powerhouse move by 46 Junior. As these two go at it, and just short of an interference right there, folks. And the Tampa Bay Gators have forced Game 3. 15-5, they get the win here in Game 2. And they will have home field advantage for that third and final game. So, folks, for the first time since that magical 2012 season, we will see both conference finals heading to a third and decisive game. And, of course, Hartford and Tampa Bay going to be that first game on the lineup of that June 26th game day, the last game day before the Crash Bowl takes place on July 4th. It's a patriotic year, folks. And, of course, the Blades and the Aliens will be playing their Game 3 as well on that June 26th game day. So, with that being said, folks, James Holtz here, thanking you for watching. And, Tim, any input on that?
Game 3, buddy.
Going to a Game 3. Brandon giving Tim all he's got, and Tim certainly giving him all he's got, folks. Stake, what's at stake? A spot in the Crash Bowl, no doubt. Till next time, folks, take care of yourselves, be yourselves, peace, and hey, we'll see you. We'll see you right here.